The internet just witnessed a plot twist so wild, so culture-shaking, so completely unnecessary that even the Kardashians probably stopped mid-photo shoot to blink twice. Because out of nowhere, King Harris, yes, the same King Harris who stays one argument away from trending weekly, just declared that only Lil Wayne can go hit for hit with his father T.I., and the way he said it, baby, it wasn't casual. It wasn't soft. It was delivered with the confidence of a man who thinks he's holding the final. Infinity Stone of hip-hop knowledge. Social media didn't walk. It sprinted toward chaos. Twitter lit up like Times Square on steroids. Rap fans broke into digital fistfights. Old-school hip-hop heads aged 5 years instantly. And Lil Wayne fans? They started celebrating like King Harris had just knighted their leader in a royal rap ceremony. This wasn't just a comment. It was a cultural earthquake disguised as a teenage opinion. Now the question isn't, did King Harris lie? It's why did he drop this bomb during breakfast hours and send the timeline into cardiac arrest? This scandal has ego, legacy, delusion, truth, comedy, and generational drama wrapped in one. And trust me, the deeper we go, the crazier it gets. The internet was still, rubbing its eyes when King Harris waltzed online and casually detonated. The biggest generational debate hip-hop has seen since the East Coast versus West Coast arguments ruined family dinners nationwide. He didn't whisper. He didn't hint. He didn't drop a soft opinion like a normal human being. No, he marched straight into the conversation with full chest and declared that only Lil Wayne is worthy of going toe-to-toe with T.I. in a hit-for-hit battle. The confidence wasn't just high. It was floating in outer space, sipping juice boxes with the planets. People barely had time to process their morning coffee before the comment sections turned into virtual boxing rings. One half of the internet screamed that King was spitting facts. The other half claimed he needed to retake Hip-Hop History 101. A third group, crucially the loudest, just started yelling at each other for fun. As usual, chaos didn't ask permission. It just moved in and paid no rent. Screenshotted takes, heated threads, and random rappers being name-dropped for no reason erupted like popcorn. Kernels in a microwave left unattended. But the real energy shift happened the moment King Harris said it, like he was the spokesperson for the entire rap universe. This boy didn't blink. He didn't hesitate. He delivered the statement with the seriousness of a man testifying in court. He spoke like he had personally reviewed every hit ever made since 1972 and reached a scientifically confirmed conclusion. It was outrageous. It was hilarious. It was iconic. It was King Harris doing exactly what King Harris does best, starting fires and then pretending he doesn't smell the smoke. And let's be honest, there's one thing King Harris inherited from T. It's that unstoppable, uncontrollable, unshakable ability to speak with vocabulary, evil confidence, even when the world is questioning every syllable. The boy talks like every sentence deserves a Grammy. The internet has barely recovered from his past viral moments. Yet here he was again, throwing hip-hop elders into existential confusion. Folks who were alive during Lil Wayne's mixtape era felt personally attacked, while younger fans treated King's words like scripture. But the real hilarity came from the older hip-hop heads, the uncles, the forum warriors, the men who have been arguing about rap since dial-up internet. These were the people who suddenly started speed typing paragraphs longer than divorce essays. They hit the caps lock button with passion. They dug into Wayne's catalog like they were studying for the SAT. They quoted mixtapes, B-sides, tour memories, unreleased tracks, and interviews from 2003 like the world depended on it. And boy, they were mad. Not regular mad dash, NBA dash, fan dash, who's dash, team dash, just dash, lost mad dot. Meanwhile, people who barely knew who King Harris was jumped into the debate anyway, because the internet never lets unfamiliarity get in the way of participation. TikTok was flooded with kids arguing using clips they didn't understand. Instagram users posted dramatic AI art of Wayne versus T.I. in a boxing ring. Twitter Spaces formed instantly, with thousands yelling over each other like they were hosting rap courtrooms with zero qualifications. It was a circus, and King Harris was the ringmaster, whether he meant to be or not. But what really set this drama ablaze was the timing. T.I. wasn't beefing with anyone. Lil Wayne was minding his business, probably doing skateboard tricks somewhere. The rap world was calm. And then King Harris said, "Let me fix that." Boom, peace evaporated. Even people who normally avoid rap debates got dragged in by the algorithm because the discourse was too loud to ignore. It became a cultural event, a group project, a collective meltdown with rhythm. Then came the comparisons. Oh, the comparisons. The internet started treating T.I. versus Lil Wayne like the heavyweight championship of the century. People posted charts, playlists, hit counts, documentary clips, and interviews. Someone even made a PowerPoint presentation on Instagram. Because apparently, we've reached a point in society where the only way to prove your opinion is to build a slide deck. Meanwhile, King Harris was somewhere scrolling through the chaos like a proud agent of musical anarchy. But the funniest part, King Harris didn't stop at the opinion. He doubled down. He insisted Lil Wayne was not just good competition for T.I., he was the only competition. Only one word. 4 letters. Enough fuel to power the entire drama industry for a week. King didn't even mention Kanye, Jay-Z, Drake, 50 Cent, Eminem, or anyone else. He basically said, nope, only Wheezy F Baby needs to apply. That level of boldness is rare, powerful, and absolutely chaotic. And because King Harris is King Harris, he didn't provide evidence, statistics, or logic. He gave vibes. Pure vibes. And the internet ran with them the same way gossip pages run with unconfirmed screenshots. But that's what makes King a natural content generator. He speaks like a walking headline. He breathes like a trending topic. He becomes drama without even trying. The messy part came next. Fan wars. Wayne fans versus T.I. fans. Old heads versus new fans. Southern rap purists versus mixtaper soldiers. And in the middle of it all, King Harris probably laughing, eating snacks, and wondering why everyone took his opinion like it was delivered on stone tablets. The man was casually chilling while the world fought a rap civil war on his behalf. But the controversy didn't stop there. No. The narrative twisted even deeper. Some fans claimed King only said it because he's T.I.'s son. Others argued he was finally giving Wayne his overdue flowers. A wild group theorized he was secretly setting up a future reality show. Nobody knew. Everyone guessed. And the timeline had a meltdown just trying to interpret his intention. And this was just the beginning. The first domino. The appetizer. The fireworks before the real fire, because once celebrities, producers, OG rappers, and industry voices joined the conversation, the chaos reached full power. The moment celebrities caught wind of King Harris's bold declaration, the scandal mutated from a simple hip-hop debate into a full-blown cultural catastrophe. Rappers who hadn't tweeted in 6 months suddenly remembered their passwords just to jump into the argument. One producer posted a cryptic eye emoji, and somehow that single emoji was analyzed. Like a lost verse from the Book of Revelations. Hip-hop blogs started reporting on reactions before reactions even happened, because the internet wasn't waiting for facts. It was inventing them. And King, sitting somewhere comfortably, had successfully turned social media into a war zone with 8 words. ONLY, Lil Wayne can battle T.I. The Wayne fanbase, known for being louder than a jet engine and twice as fast, immediately assembled like the Avengers. They came armed with clips from Wayne's mixtape era versus Nobody Remembered, bars with metaphors that required scientific explanation, and freestyle performances from 2008 filmed on flip phones. They flooded timelines with a lyrical equivalent of nuclear warheads. To them, King Harris didn't start a conversation, he sparked a revival. They treated his comment like gospel, a prophecy that had been waiting years to be spoken aloud. But T.I.'s fans weren't about to let anyone dim. The Grand Hustle legacy. They swooped in with ATL energy you could feel through the screen. They posted charts showing T.I.'s early 2000s dominance, videos of crowds screaming during his concerts, and interviews where legends praised his catalog. One fan even dragged out a dusty MP3 player to film themselves scrolling through T.I.'s hits just to prove a point. The commitment was insane. The delusion. Beautiful. The chaos. Exquisite. Then came the instigators, the digital trolls who show up like uninvited guests at every cultural event. These were the people who didn't care about rap battles or legacy. They just wanted to watch the internet burn for entertainment. They posted wild suggestions like Birdman versus T.I. or Boo Wow versus Lil Wayne, just to cause unnecessary panic. They edited fake versus posters. They photoshopped T.I. and Wayne arm wrestling. They stirred the pot so intensely that if chaos were a soup, it would have boiled over. And let's not forget the old school hip-hop legends. A few of them chimed in with diplomatic statements like, "All these kings got hits, but their followers twisted their words into ammunition anyway." You could almost hear them sigh through the screen. You know it's bad when grown men who survived 90s rap beefs won out of the conversation because fans are acting too chaotic as the celebrity responses piled up. The memes hit a whole new level of disrespectful brilliance. Someone made a chart comparing Wayne's dreadlocks to T.I.'s vocabulary, arguing both were legendary in their own ways. Another person edited King Harris sitting on a throne with Wayne and T.I. kneeling like knights. And let's not overlook the TikTok editors, the real architects of online delirium, who created dramatic slow-motion compilation videos set to choir music and explosions. You would think we were preparing for the Grammys of rap warfare. Meanwhile, King Harris was enjoying the show like a man who just accidentally caused a global incident and has zero regrets. He went live briefly, not to clarify, not to defend, not to apologize, but to smile. A smug grin. A calm, relaxed, I did what I came to do grin. And that grin alone summoned another wave of controversy. People accused him of trolling. Others claimed he was setting the stage for a future music career. A small but entertaining group insisted he was manifesting. A real versus battle between T.I. and Wayne. No matter what people believed, King Harris won the attention battle without lifting a finger. The timeline stayed messy. Hip-hop historians emerged to list awards, record sales, and contributions to culture. Younger fans argued with TikTok facts, which are often just loud opinions with dramatic music. People brought up Wayne's mixtapes, T.I.'s trap influence, Wayne's cultural impact, T.I.'s flow innovations, Wayne's punchlines, T.I.'s anthems, every detail, every era. Every lyric was dissected like a frog in biology class, and then someone dragged Drake into the argument for absolutely no reason. Suddenly, the conversation shifted into a three-way showdown nobody asked for. Fans screamed that Drake would wash both of them. Others argued that catalog length doesn't equal catalog dominance. Some brought up mixtapes. Some brought up remixes. Some brought up features, kids, scandals, face tattoos, hats, breathing styles, everything. It was the wildest group project the internet had ever done. And nobody was passing the assignment. At the center of it all was one burning question. Why did King Harris choose violence? He could have said Lil Wayne would be good competition. He could have said there are many rappers who could battle my dad. But no, King Harris said only Lil Wayne. He didn't leave room for debate, and that's exactly why the debate exploded. Even T.I.'s reaction, or lack of one, became content. People posted slow zoom edits of him looking confused in interviews. Others speculated he was silently proud. A meme circulated showing T.I. holding his head like a tired father dealing with his son's latest stunt. And everyone knew, deep down, that T.I. loves moments like these, not because of the chaos, but because of the attention. This entire situation was basically promotional material for the Harris household. Then fans started fact-checking King's claim like they were the Federal Bureau of Rap Investigations. They compared catalog lengths, verified chart data, counted plaques, and analyzed lyrics. One fan even made a whiteboard presentation listing each rapper's hit-to-impact ratio. Like this was an SAT prep session. The passion was unhinged but impressive. Meanwhile, Lil Wayne fans treated the situation like a holiday. They formed group chats celebrating King Harris's correct opinion. They posted old videos of Wayne recording verses in makeshift studios. They shared his Carteria classics like they were rediscovered artifacts. For them, King didn't just speak, he delivered enlightenment. But the funniest part of all? King Harris was watching the drama unfold like a royal heir observing peasants bicker. He didn't add fuel. He didn't clarify. He simply existed, and that alone kept the flames burning. And if you think things were wild now, wait until the aftermath. Because everything changed once fans began counting hits, calling rappers out directly, and dragging the Harris family into new levels of unfiltered chaos. By the next morning, the internet wasn't just arguing, it was foaming at the mouth. Entire timelines were drowning in debates, playlists, nostalgia, insults, and conspiracy theories about who truly could go hit for hit with T.I. King Harris had unleashed a cultural tidal wave so big, it washed over every corner of social media like a rap-themed tsunami. People woke up, checked their phones, and instantly got dragged into new fights they didn't even start. The scandal had turned into a living organism, feeding on ego, music, history, and generational pride. What King dropped wasn't an opinion. It was a digital earthquake with its own aftershocks. The fallout hit T.I.'s camp first. Some fans argued King was boosting his dad's legacy. Others accused him of accidentally sparking a war the Harris household was not prepared to handle. Comment sections turned into therapy sessions led by unqualified strangers. People speculated whether T.I. was proud, embarrassed, or secretly plotting a versus from his living room. Folks clipped old interviews where T.I. called Wayne his favorite rapper, using them as evidence that King was simply following tradition. Meanwhile, others insisted King was overstepping and inserting T.I. into a fight he did not sign up for before breakfast. But the deeper layer of chaos came from fans dissecting the only part of King's statement like it was a sacred prophecy. According to some, King was absolutely right. According to others, he was an agent of delusion threatening to destabilize the rap ecosystem. People pulled out arguments so intense you'd think they were negotiating peace treaties for global leaders. Group chats turned into war rooms. Debates spilled into real life. Friends blocked each other. Couples fought. One user claimed their barber yelled at them because they brought up T.I.'s catalog mid-haircut. The world was collectively losing its mind. And while T.I. kept his cool and stayed silent, fans decided to speak for him. Some claimed he was laughing. Others claimed he was plotting revenge bars. A hilarious rumor started that T.I. was drafting a father-son diss track just for fun. A rumor so ridiculous it actually trended for an hour. The Harris family didn't need to participate. The internet was doing all the heavy lifting, dragging them deeper into a narrative they never asked to be part of. Lil Wayne's side wasn't spared either. Fans began revisiting Wayne's peak era like historians researching ancient civilizations. They posted clips from Thaw Carter III. They quoted mixtape verses that required urban dictionaries to understand. They treated Wayne like a mythical creature who once blessed the land with unmatched lyricism. To them, King Harris didn't make a claim. He confirmed a universal truth. But then a new argument emerged. Was Wayne even interested in battling T? Or was King dragging him into drama he didn't request? The conversation snowballed even further when TikTok creators began making hit-for-hit prediction videos where they matched T.I.'s biggest records against Wayne's most iconic tracks. These videos were dramatic masterpieces. They had countdown timers, dramatic music, fake smoke effects, and hosts who acted like they were announcing boxing matches. And somehow, the debates got even louder. One TikToker claimed T.I. would win easily. Another said Wayne would obliterate him. A third insisted the real winner would be the audience because two legends can't lose. The chaos had layers, delicious, unhinged layers. Then came the unexpected twist. fans started dragging other rappers into the conversation, turning the T.I. versus Lil Wayne discourse into a full-blown slap fight of fan bases. Suddenly, Eminem fans entered the battlefield. Then Jay-Z fans, then 50 Cent fans, then Drake fans who always appear uninvited but ready for war. At one point, the argument escalated to a 12-way fantasy bracket like the NBA playoffs of hip-hop. And somehow, King Harris, a teenager, was responsible for the entire riot. But the consequences didn't stop online. Radio hosts started discussing the debate on air, fueling the flames with their own controversial takes. Podcast hosts acted like political analysts breaking down election results. Some industry insiders claimed King accidentally said something real. Others accused him of disrespecting the culture. A few even called for him to stay in his lane, which only made fans defend him harder. King Harris had unintentionally become the center of a nationwide conversation. And there was no turning back. Even celebrities outside the rap world jumped in. Athletes compared the debate to LeBron versus Jordan. Reality TV stars made reaction videos just to boost their views. A comedian posted a viral skit impersonating T.I. confronting King about the chaos. The scandal reached levels of pop culture saturation normally reserved for breakups or award show disasters. And through it all, King Harris maintained radio silence, not because he was scared, but because watching the world implode over one sentence is a luxury money cannot buy. As the dust settled, if we can even call it that, a bigger question floated across the internet. Did King Harris accidentally manifest a real versus battle? Fans began tagging T.I. and Lil Wayne nonstop, demanding a showdown. People created fake flyers, fake set lists, fake promo videos. A rumor circulated that producers were calling both camps. Nothing was confirmed, but the mere possibility kept adrenaline high. The idea of these two Southern rap icons battling on the same stage had fans shaking like they were watching history in slow motion. But beneath the entertainment, the scandal carried real consequences. King Harris gained a new reputation, not just as T.I.'s son, not just as a viral hothead, but as a cultural instigator with enough influence to spark national chaos with one statement. For better or worse, people started taking his opinions seriously, or at least seriously enough to fight about them. T.I.'s reputation also shifted. Some people praised him for raising a bold, passionate son. Others wondered whether this was the beginning of a new era of celebrity children stirring public drama for relevance. The debate became bigger than hip-hop. It became about legacy, lineage, and influence. And for Lil Wayne, the scandal served as a reminder that he remains a permanent fixture in the conversation, no matter how many years pass. Even the younger generation respects him, enough to say he's the only one worthy of a rap titan like T.I. Weather King, meant it as a compliment or a provocation. The statement pumped new energy into Wayne's legacy. By the end of the week, one truth became undeniable. This saga wasn't closing. It was evolving. The internet kept watching, refreshing, whispering, arguing, and waiting for the next grenade to drop. All it would take was one more comment from King Harris, one subtle reaction from T.I., or one eyebrow raise from Lil Wayne, and the entire culture would combust again. Because in the hip-hop universe, legacies don't sleep. Opinions don't fade. Fans don't rest. And King Harris, he just proved he can shake the internet without even trying. And if you survive this rap world earthquake without losing a friendship, blocking a cousin, or throwing your phone during a Twitter argument, congratulations, you officially deserve a medal. Because what King Harris unleashed wasn't a debate, it wasn't a discussion, it wasn't even an opinion. It was a full-scale cultural demolition with Lil Wayne fans, T.I. loyalists, old-school rap elders, and TikTok babies all fighting for their lives in the comments. And you watched it unfold like the season finale of the most chaotic reality show on earth. Right here on Expose Express. So before the next generational hip-hop meltdown hits your timeline, smash that like button like it owes you royalty checks. Drop a comment telling me who you think could go hit for hit with T.I. And don't be shy, argue in the comments like your phone bill depends on it. And make sure you hit that subscribe button with the same energy King Harris used when he threw the entire rap universe into a blender. Because over here, drama is cardio, and we do full workouts. Remember? This is Expose Express, the only place where we break down rap chaos faster than fans break into arguments, where opinions turn into explosions, and where every scandal gets treated like a Grammy-winning performance. New madness drops here constantly, and trust me, the next storyline is already brewing somewhere in a Harris group chat. So stay loud, stay messy, stay legendary. Because Expose Express never sleeps. And in the world of hip-hop drama, neither should you. Or should you.